Hey guys, and welcome to part 13 of Sonic Unleashed. And Sonic is apparently stretching himself because we took too long to upload this part. So anyway, we finished off the last Werehog level, and now we're going to go into the final daytime level.
No, this is my favourite level in the entire game.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Is it just because you've learned everything at this point?
Pretty much, and I just love the scenery here. You'll see what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this is where the last level, again, tests your skills. They throw everything at you, so you better make sure you've learned everything, folks. And I'm going to blaze through this level like ease. like using the quick step here. Like, someone's going to be watching this and be like, how can you do that? And this game throws a shit ton of, this level specifically throws a shit ton of rings at you.
I know, there's like so many.
Let's see how many rings I have by the end of the stage.
Like, how much energy do you think like Sonic's like gotten from all those rings?
How much does energy just one ring give him?
Well, you've seen it in like Sonic X, like he gets like some like extra power like just from one ring. Imagine like the amount of rings that he gets here.
Aye. By the way, those alternate paths there, you can go on those, folks, but they're just, again, alternate paths, but they're longer. I took the fast way. And there's the path splits into here, but as a speedrunner, I'm going to take the dangerous but faster way. And unfortunately, when we get to this particular area, where all the leaves kick in, the frame rate goes down tremendously, as you see right here.
Yeah.
It just makes me even more jealous when I see the Unleashed project, and then you see how it's perfect. I'm like, I want to play this! It looks so smooth!
It was 2008, can you blame it?
I suppose so. Is it this area that you liked, where I'm underwater?
Yeah, I particularly like this part.
Doesn't it remind you of The Incredibles, actually, this setting?
Yeah, when like Dash is like running across the lake.
Aye.
Who do you think would win in the race, Sonic or Dash?
That'd be an interesting race to see, not just them two, but other speedy characters like Flash, Quicksilver, Roadrunner and Speedy Gonzales. Who else is fast? Shadow.
Metal Sonic?
Or would you count them as maybe skins
Yeah.
in a racing game?
Well, I think like Shadow's like more unique.
But even though we all know he's a copy of Sonic. I mean, the moment he started to be independent is the moment everybody started to dislike him. And the music's really good as well here.
Yeah, I like the music.
By the way, the water splashes there, they do count as damage, folks. And at this point, when you're running in the water, you cannot afford to stop. Do you know what also caused the frame rate to drop is because they actually bothered to animate the bottom of that water?
Yeah, they went into a lot of detail here, didn't they?
I'll give them props for that, but the frame rate suffers because of it. Now, these pads are strict, it's always circle, X and triangle, but the rest from now on are going to be random.
It's a bit weird, that, isn't it? Like, you kind of expect, like, what the combinations are going to be.
And this bit right here, folks, see the statue that's firing water? That counts as pushing you out of the stage, and it counts as losing a life.
Wouldn't it be funny, like, since he's, like, kind of pushing Sonic towards the screen, wouldn't it be funny if, like, it just, like, pushed him so hard that, like, Sonic, like, smacked against the camera?
Like Crash Bandicoot, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I did mention this before, where you had that splat animation in the Wii and PS2 version of this game, when you smack it into a wall. Jesus, look at that, over 900 rings at this point. I'm definitely getting an S rank for this.
It's like Sonic must have like the power of like the Super Emeralds by now or something.
What Super Emeralds? We've not heard about them since Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Oh yeah, they don't exist anymore.
Well, according to Sega anyway. That's nothing. If it was up to me to make Generations a bit longer, like that Generations melody that I created, that was all my suggestion of levels. What I would have had for the final bosses, for the time here, like Phase 1, Supersonic, right? Phase 2, bring back Hypersonic. That would be a good celebration.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, we remember these.
Do you imagine what Sonic would be like if he absorbed like the Super Emeralds and the Master Emeralds?
The whole world would implode. There we go. 1,000 rings.
Jeez. We're going shopping tonight.
There's a big sale and I must get it. Now you can home and attack these early, but because you don't see the target reticle, I would not trust it in case, again, the home and attack is mapped to the same button as the air boost and I don't want to be sent flying off.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen.
There we go. Easy as pie. Booyah! 5 minutes dead. That has to be a new record, not just for this, but for me personally.
Look at the score that you got from the rings, jeez.
Well, the game treats you very generously if you know what you're doing. So that was my epic awesomeness of this stage.
It's like the game's like, oh, well done, well done.
Now go out there and make me proud, my sonny.
Go out and make that Unleashed project.
Oh, trust me, I would do anything to give at least a try of that Unleashed project. Because I've never had a gaming PC growing up, and obviously I can't afford one right now. Right, now that we've got both the day and night key, we're going to head to the last boss in the... Well, not last boss, but last daytime boss. It's the Egg Lancer.
Egg Lance.
Egg Lance.
Egg Lance.
Egg Lance. Apologies for that jump cut there, yeah. Well, that little bit of a screen tear there. Forgot to cut that out. Right, do you remember the Egg Beetle and the Egg Devil Ray?
Yeah.
This is pretty much a combination of the two.
Oh boy.
He has the jaw attack as the beetle, and he has the lasers of the Devil Ray. The strategy of it again is hit the cockpit, but avoid the lasers. And no, it's not Eggman piloting it, unfortunately.
Is it like controlling itself?
Nope. Remember those tiny little robots? It's them again.
Have they been in Eggman's garage again?
Stolen it again. I just finished this creation. Why is it gone? Now this bit is a little bit finicky. You're supposed to hit the cockpit, but for whatever reason I miss and I'll go straight up to the top. Well,
okay.
I don't know, get it, but okay. It doesn't count as a death, so I'm happy with it. Just don't abuse your boost and you should be fine. And honestly, folks, when you get to this part of a new game, there's no point collecting the medals at this point.
Yeah, you're pretty much set.
I mean, once you unlock the last day stage, that's it. It's a smooth experience from to the end. This all he does with his lasers is just change his position with them. So like I said before, it's just remember how you fought both previous bosses and well Eggman creation bosses and just take them into account. Now this used to throw me off. This bit used to throw me off for the longest time because I thought you couldn't slow down or you would lose your speed to keep you in that. But no, the game locks the speed for you, so all you need to do is just focus on moving up and down to hit either to miss the bombs or the lasers.
I can imagine like you were just like still scrolling right to the screen.
It was a bit. I think it's because of a visual disorder that threw me off.
Yeah.
It's like when you play something like Galaxy and all that. Some of it can make you disorientated. These button pads will be random, folks, but yeah, you can see the springs on there in case you fuck up. So at least they were generous here. But that last one, you have to put a QTE. If you miss that, you will fall. Now, usually the boss would end right there for me, but because I couldn't find an extra hit earlier, so it just ends like that.
Okay, it just decides to blow up.
Yep. Oh, hop there. And another S rank. Woo!
Like you were surprised.
Well, who knows? Maybe someone might find this intriguing and might want to learn how to get S ranks.
Straight from Andrew's source.
Well, from any YouTuber, not just me. I mean, there's more speedrunners out there more dedicated than I am.
Yeah, they're like really fast.
Like, they can get to the point where they can one of the design problems of the Hedgehog engine is that if you go too fast and you might fly off somewhere, if you fail to spawn where the stage graphics load, the coding will still be there, so you can still jump on it, but the graphics will not be there. So it'll be like the level's invisible, but the coding, it's like the 06 bridge, if you remember that.
Yeah.
And again, when you're outside the silver boss fight, the bridge's coding is there, but the graphics isn't. So it will look like Sonic's walking 10 feet above water. Take that, Jesus.
Yeah, like Sonic doesn't just walk on water; he walks 10 feet above the water.
He is Jesus.
Chip's acting really weird.
Well, like I said before, up to this point is where the plot somewhat stops. Like it doesn't show anything in between once we find out what our main goal is. So this is our second to last temple. I guess because Empire City and Shamar are on the same continent, they don't really need separate temples.
Yeah. Did you see that glow there?
Yeah, that always happens. I think it also happens in the 360 version. Must be because of the flames of hope. Speaking of biology back in school, wouldn't that burn you straight away, that color flame?
Yeah, usually like blue flames are hotter than orange ones.
At least with the orange ones, if you're quick, you can put your finger right through it and not get burnt. Oh no, Chip! Chip, I know you so well!
Oh well, it happens. Chip's Odyssey.
You will now go to the Chippy.
The Chippy. Chip's Chippy.
Get yourselves a wee sausage supper.
Oh, that needs to be a thing. Chip's Chippy. Get your chips here.
Only at Chip's Chippy will you find guaranteed cooked chips for 50% off.
Sonic, I remember now. All of it.
Hey, he got his memory back.
So what are you? I'm a mass murderer.
Holy shit! I've been carrying along with a murderer this entire time. So there you go, folks. We're nearly done. One more continent to restore.
Imagine that one continent is just left. Everyone is like sitting there thinking, so when's it our turn?
No, imagine that gravity. Well, no, not gravity because it's not in space. There's no gravity in space. But what if it just as the last one comes in, the other one's flying away? Fuck.
Fuck. In fact, what is like stopping the continents from just like flying away?
Probably because of gravity, I would imagine, because the atmosphere is somewhat there.
So the gravity just decided, nah, you're good there. I'm not gonna pull you in. You're just good there.
So the gravity had a conscience.
Yeah.
My real name is Light Gaia. I from the
So it's like, that's so gay.
My job was to protect the planet from Dark Gaia.
But still, when you think about it, this little guy, you know, you'd think he's annoying, but he's actually got a big goal. Considering as we've now revealed, he's the opposite of Light Gaia.
Yeah, or Dark Gaia.
Gaia broke apart.
Well, thanks for correcting me there. It took me 2 seconds to process that, but
Remember what I was supposed to do.
yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
This is the proper time of awakening. Time of awakening?
Dark Gaia needs to get up at 7 o'clock Pacifically every morning.
Destroy the world. And I put it all back together. We've been doing this over and over, again and again, since the very beginning of time.
Okay, then, so imagine, like, if you've done it billions of times, what would the people back in the BC times be like when that catastrophe happens?
They'll still be wrestling with the dinosaurs. I love how like Sonic doesn't really give a shit now when he turns into the werewolf.
He's like, yeah, I'll shrug it off.
I bet it's
Do you notice he goes a little bit taller as well?
Yeah.
even at night when I'm like this, I'm still myself.
Again, that would have been... Do you think that could have been an interesting plot if Sonic didn't know who he was when he's in that beast form and lost just and acted like an animal?
Sonic,
That would be like a sort of like different
changed it all.
sort of story, I guess.
Strong to lose yourself. I'm the reason reason? Yeah, you never doubt yourself, no matter what.
Ah, never doubt yourself. There's a lesson for you kids.
Inside your heart. I think it's because I knew that about you. That's why I wanted you to help me. It's been so fun.
Now, at this point, is he talking to Sonic or is he talking to us?
Since the planet began.
Maybe both.
You know a thing about it.
And everybody thought Sonic Colors was the first time they broke the fourth wall.
So good. Or that people are so nice.
Technically not true, it's Sonic CD that did it first. Remember, wait, if you believe Sonic an idol for about 5 minutes, he'll just commit suicide
Yeah, he's like, I'm out of here, and just jumps off screen.
while staring angrily at you.
Sonic was like such an impatient git, like back in his younger years, wasn't he?
Well, I think that was the point of the character design.
Hey.
Yoink! Those stretchy arms do have a benefit, though.
I wonder how far I can stretch them, in fact.
What about 10 feet and makes it into a bridge? For Chip to go across to get a Pacific Switch.
Help out a friend? Thanks, Sonic.
What's that supposed to mean?
A gun. He's gonna shoot him. Let's
Well,
go get a Chippy.
Yeah, let's go and get a Chippy and that. After that, we'll see you in the next part.